Okay, so the main situation is that you're needing to ask for forgiveness. And it might be something to do with a home situation. So there seems to have been some kind of problem that happened at home for you. And, you may have been in the wrong and you need to ask for some forgiveness. And you might be dealing with a really dark haired person. And maybe this is the person that you need to ask for that forgiveness from. They seem to be turned away. So you might not be having any kind of communication with this person. But it looks like you might have done something that upset them and you need to ask for some forgiveness. So in the past, you had some kind of victory and there was a scandal involved. So it was something that blew up, that became publicly known, some kind of event. Maybe you felt like you were a winner in it, but it seems like, it caused some kind of scandal, some kind of problem that was, really blew up, really. So going into the future, you've got the woman of the world and being very frustrated. So, women of the world talking about maybe traveling a little bit. Maybe maybe things have come to light to you, and you're becoming, a lot more, in the know about a lot of things. The woman of the world, knowing about what's going on, understanding the way things are starting to work, and you're coming to see the light about certain issues. And there's a situation that's happening. Where you are being, you're very frustrated at this particular moment. Maybe things are not going your way. Maybe things are coming to light and you're getting an understanding, and this is leading you to be very frustrated about a situation. So, you're maybe this is like, where your innocence is going, where you're not being so naive in the way that you handle affairs right now. And maybe this is why, you are coming to understand that you need to ask for forgiveness for maybe a problem that might have been caused. Maybe, you upset somebody, and now that you are understanding or getting a greater understanding, you are starting to understand that you need to ask for forgiveness. Maybe this is frustrating you because maybe this person is somebody that you cannot really contact. Maybe you've lost contact with this person, or it might be some kind of, it could be a family problem. This could be a sibling or somebody that you are having a problem with, and, you had maybe some kind of dispute. And now that you're starting to understand the situation, you realize that you need to ask for some forgiveness. And maybe you can't get to this person and that's causing you some kind of frustration. So it looks like that kind of scenario is playing out with you. Okay, so I'm going to use this Low Scarabeo tarot deck, and I have put it in the description box. It is a Rider-Waite deck, and it has got some really lovely imagery, and I've actually done all the readings for this week on this deck, and I think it's a really lovely deck. It's very easy to read, and it's got some, like I said, some good imagery in it. And it follows the Rider-Waite system, so it's not going to be very difficult or not too far-fetched from the usual Rider-Waite deck. So pretty nice. It's a very nice deck to actually look at. Now I put it in the description box so you can access it. Just click on the link. Okay, so the main energy for you here is the Knight of Wands. And now this is really your card. You can see this person riding a lion. So you are taking control. You're taking charge. You are, getting into it. You might be behaving a bit recklessly. The Knight of Wands tends to be somebody who rushes into things without thinking about it. A lot of fiery energy, taking control, taking charge of a situation. And maybe some people would see it as a bit of bullying, but it might be that you're very enthusiastic about a situation and you're trying to get control over it. This could also be a card of, and you're sorting the problem out. You want to sort this problem out and you want it to get it over with. You don't want it to be a problem that gets you down. So you want to be on top of things, really. So that's the energy. You have a lot of enthusiasm and, getting into it and rushing into it. You may need to slow down because the Knight of Wands is somebody that just rushes into things recklessly. And, sometimes they don't, the Knight of Wands doesn't really care whose feelings they hurt. So you really do need to look at the situation around you and maybe take a step back a little bit, slow down and look at the situation properly before you start making big decisions or seeing it as a really big problem. It may not be as big as, where you need to go in with full force, because this knight is riding a lion. So that's full force. And it might be a situation that needs kid gloves rather than full force. So you need to slow down a little bit and pull back your energy in order to get things done. So you've got the Knight of Cups here, and you've got the Two of Wands over here. So it seems like maybe an offer has been made to you, some kind of emotional offer, and by somebody that is not extremely honest. Really, the offer seems to be a bit toxic because you can see that this cup has got a snake in it. So it's a very loaded offer. It might be something that you were waiting for, but it might not be what you think it is. So you've got a snake over there. There's a lot of deception, lies going on. So this offer might not be based on complete honesty, and it might not be above board. So it's something that you need to watch out for. So somebody, the Knight of Cups, it might be a water sign person. It could be, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, but it might just be somebody that's just making an offer, a love offer, because the Cups is about emotions and it's about love. And this particular offer seems to be loaded. It doesn't seem to be very, very honest. This person's riding a dragon. It might be an offer being forced upon you. They're making this offer maybe just to settle the peace, but it's something that is, it's a toxic offer. It's something that you should really hold back on before you start making big decisions. And you have some kind of decision to make over here. Now, it's a Rods card over here. And this is usually about projects and work. But in this case, because it's pertaining to a fire sign, which is you, it might be that, you are having to make a choice in your life. And maybe you are up against somebody who is stiff competition, really. Somebody that you have to, who is posing opposing what you want to do. And maybe this is the person that is making that offer to you to kind of resolve that situation. Maybe they're making the offer to try and settle the peace, but it's not actually an offer of peace. It might be a loaded offer in the sense that it might come across as being something that's going to bring peace into the situation, but really it is something that benefits them, not you at the end of the day. So you are there trying to make a choice and a decision about what to do. You can see there's even these two different colored flags over here. So they might be sending you messages and maybe forcing you into making a decision that really might not be beneficial to you in the end. So it is something to watch out for. So in the past, you've got the Two of Cups. So you've been dealing with a relationship issue going on over here. And this might be a love relationship. This could be even a business relationship. But definitely some kind of dealings with a soulmate connection. So somebody that you are in love with or have a very, very strong connection with. And this seems to be the issue that has been going on through the last year. Now, in the last 3 months, you seem to be ending a cycle where you have been really burdened and you're now feeling very, very overwhelmed with all the responsibilities that you are carrying on your back. You seem to be the one that is, you're going it alone. You seem to be carrying all the responsibilities by yourself. The end seems to be in sight, but it still seems to be so far away. So you are dealing with a situation that you can't seem to, you haven't reached the end of that cycle just yet, and you are feeling the load, feeling the weight of it, and it is slowing you down and tiring you out. And although it's the 10 of Wands and it is coming, it is a cycle that is coming to an end, you need to let go of these burdens in order for you to move forward in life, in order for you to have some relief. This is something that is, draining you of your energy. It's tiring you out. And it could well be this relationship. Maybe you're taking a lot of responsibilities of that relationship, and you are the one that is carrying all the responsibilities on your shoulder. Maybe your partner is not, helping you out, and you are the one that is left carrying the heavy loads, making the big decisions, and this is causing a lot of problems. And, this might be causing that, opposition, or maybe causing that problem between you and the partner, where you have to make a decision about what you want to do, causing that maybe a rift that is developing there. And maybe because you are having to make that decisions, all these big decisions, and carrying all these heavy burdens, you are, trying to rush in and trying to sort it out with as much energy as possible, and, behaving a little bit recklessly, making big decisions, jumping into it, and, going in there full force, with as much power as possible to try and sort out the problems. And you're feeling really, really restricted and really tied up. Your hands are tied maybe by all these responsibilities that you're carrying. You feel like nothing, all the truth has not been revealed. You're in the dark about a lot of things. Things are not flowing. You can see these swords are blocking the flow of this river. So, you're not even getting emotional fulfillment from it. And, everything is crossed here. So it seems like, you're stuck as well. You seem to be stuck, tied up. You really don't know what to do in that situation. You don't know really how to approach it. Now, you've got the Star card over here going into the future. So it seems like you're making a decision to actually let go of that situation completely. You can see that she's emptying out her cups over here, something that has caused a lot of pain and heartache. She's emptying out a cup full of blood over here and the cup full of water. So all her emotions, she's emptying it out into this river over here, and she's letting go of everything. You can see this woman is very, very naked over here. And you've got the Stork over here, so you've got some change coming in over there. So it seems like in order for you to move forward, you have decided that you're going to release the situation completely and move forward. Maybe you've decided it's not worth your while. It's not worth your while to hang on to anything from that relationship and to let go of it, to empty your cups out, to empty all your hurt and your pain out and move forward. Without taking anything from that relationship. Because this particular offer that is being made to you doesn't seem to be above board. Maybe this person is very aggressive, even because he's riding a dragon here. So maybe, you've been forced to make a decision and you're not happy to make that particular decision. And so you may decide in the future to actually just give it up, completely abandon it, abandon all the things that are not serving you, and in order for you to move forward, in order for you to get your hope or to keep to keep your hope or your faith going, maybe you've decided to abandon it completely, empty out these cups, empty out all those negative emotions, empty out all the hurt and pain, and move forward. And you can see that with the Fool card, where you've decided that you're going to start afresh. You've decided to move on, leave everything behind. The Fool only carries that little pouch on the back of his stick. So it seems like everything else, you're willing to cut your losses and move forward and start something brand new. You're willing to take that leap of faith and move forward. And going on around you, it seems like that offer is coming in as, you've got the Knave of Cups over here. So this person is very, very persistent with this offer that they're trying to make. And it's a very emotional offer that they are trying to make. Maybe, they're asking you to, move in with them. Maybe there's a home change over here. But it seems like this person is still presenting this, they're sending you messages. This is an offer, this is a message coming in, and they seem to be sending you messages about this offer. So they are, bothering you, bugging you to make a decision as to, to accept this new emotional offer with them. So you are sitting and evaluating the circumstances. So you've got the Queen of Pentacles over here, where you're evaluating the situation. You're looking to the past and looking to see what happened. You seem to be evaluating your finances. You seem to be evaluating whether or not this particular offer is actually worth your while. You're trying to find out whether it is, the value of this particular offer that is being made. So you are sitting by yourself, it seems, and trying to decide whether or not this particular offer that is being made to you is worth your while. So you've got the Four of Wands, the Empress, and the Nine of Wands. So with the Four of Wands, it's talking about victories, celebrations, stability. So it looks like there is some kind of stability. There might be a reconciliation that happens with you with this Four of Wands. So maybe you do accept this offer and decide that, you're going to go on with it. There might be a pregnancy as well. You've got the Empress card over here. So, it looks like there's stability, and the Empress brings in abundance, but this could also be pregnancy as well coming in over here. So maybe there's a celebration. Maybe you discover that you're pregnant, and you decide you want to continue with this relationship based on the fact that you are going to have a child. Or maybe you decide that this relationship is worth saving, and you decide to accept the offer, and it brings in a lot of stability and a lot of abundance. And it is something, the promises that were made were not false promises, but something that is based on you receiving, a lot of abundance and a lot of stability. However, you've got the Nine of Wands over here. It seems like even though all this happens, there still seems to be, there's a lot of continuing arguments and problems that are within that relationship. It's just barely held together by these ropes. You're trying to get on top of things, but it seems like you're very worn out, very tired of all the fighting, and you're very defensive as well. So even though you go back into this relationship and it seems that everything is going fine, there seems to still be a lot of discontent that is going on. So you have to decide whether you want to put up with that. If you're willing to compromise, this is a card about deciding whether you want to compromise and continue this relationship where there will still be a lot of ups and downs, and it's still going to be draining you quite a bit if you accept this offer from this person. Even though things might initially seem to be very, very fine, there might still be a lot of discontent going on over there. So there's a decision that you need to make. And this card over here with the Two of Wands is talking about a decision that you need to make. So you have to decide whether you want to continue in this relationship and, a compromise, take the good with the bad, or you want to start afresh. I mean, on your mind, you seem like you do want to start afresh, but there seems to be something that comes along that changes things around. Maybe, like I said, there could be a pregnancy there, and that may be the thing that keeps you within that relationship. Okay, so I'm going to draw some cards from the Wolf Pack Tarot. And this is the Oracle deck that I'm using at the moment. So it says, security, you are about to enter part of your life where you can now relax and enjoy the beginning of prosperity, successful ventures, a sense of security developing with career and finances. So it looks like, you might accept the fact that, being in the relationship is a very secure thing, and you're going to accept the security that is being offered to you. And the second card is prayer, a time to renew your faith and trust in the greater power, and know that your prayers are answered with actions and faith. Expect a miracle, trust in the powers of prayer. So if you want this relationship to work out, you actually do need to pray about it and ask for higher guidance, really. And that is going to be the way you're going to sort out this problem. So you're going to have to keep your faith. And the last one is compassion. You realize the innocence of a person's choice not to create harm. The lesson is to know that you can and choose not to. You can be in a situation that requires compassion from others, and it will come. So, you need to look at the situation. What this card is talking about is looking at the situation from both points of view. Maybe your partner has got a valid reason for being upset about certain things, and you've got to look at it from their point of view and listen to what they've got to say. And if you see it from their point of view, then you can find the compassion in it, and your reaction will not be as harsh as it could be. So really looking at it from both points of views and seeing, finding that compromise, making sure that, with the Temperance card over here, this is the Star card, this is, having hope for the future. But, you have to exert a bit of temperance over here. So you have to make sure that you're looking at it from both angles and deciding how you want to move forward. So, a lot of faith and prayer is going to be needed to resolve the situation. It seems like, this person does offer you that security. You can see this mother with these two children over here, these babies, and, you feel safe and secure with this person. And it seems like you have decided that it is a relationship that is well worth saving, but it's going to need a lot of, open heart-to-heart conversation, maybe a lot of prayer and a lot of faith and a lot of hope, especially with the Star card. It also talks about praying as well. And also seeing it from your partner's point of view. And also you will need to make some kind of compromise. With this Nine of Wands, it's also discussing things, with your partner, and you're making sure that you're not so defensive, being very, very open about what is going on so that you can come to some kind of resolution and bring back sort out any kind of problems or any kind of disputes. It's best to talk about it rather than keeping it bottled in. And also you need to discuss about carrying too many burdens. Maybe if you share responsibility with this person, you'll be able to sort your problems out. So try not to rush into it. Try not to be aggressive and rush into a battle. Make sure that you're listening to what they've got to say and finding that compromise in order to make this relationship work. And it can be, very wonderful if you find that compromise. You'll be able to work well with each other, and it should sort itself out. So I hope that this reading has resonated with you. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave me some comments if it has. Thank you so much for watching. Take care now. Goodbye.